It's me, Josh Hunter. I am presently here on the planet Earth, as usual. So I'm a little bit frustrated. Apparently, there seem to be too many assholes in the world, and I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to process this as best I can. Normally, I would not put myself in a position where I even have to see, these assholes, do this type of thing. But there's this guy, he fucking comes around here nearly every day, and he just, or every other day or whatever, and he fills up his bottles of water and he pours it into the gutter. And like he just keeps on filling up bottles of water and pouring it into the gutter. And I don't know what to do, because that is like one of the most wasteful things that I've ever seen in my whole life, and I don't know what to do. Like, how do I stop this? I'm not a violent person. I can't, I've spoken to him kindly, I've spoken to him politely, and he reacted by calling me a faggot, and that I should and that I should take a bath. You know what I've noticed? Like, when people get upset at me when I try to say something that's, sane, they always say, okay, there are four basic insults that they say. They say, oh, you're a fat, okay? Like I don't know that. And then they say, oh, you need to take a bath. But they never say shower. That's what I've noticed. They never say shower. They always say bath. Pretty fucking interesting, don't you think? Secondly, or thirdly, I guess, if they're like white or Caucasian or whatever, they always like to use the N-word too. This guy hasn't used the N-word yet, but I'm sure he's on his way. And the fourth thing, fat. Oh yeah, and they say faggot. Yeah, they call me faggot too. That's the thing I don't get. I don't feel like I give off any type of like a homosexual vibe. So I'm wondering, like, why do they call me a faggot? Whatever. I mean, I don't know what to. But they always go by the same fucking playbook. They get immediately antagonistic. Like, I say, excuse me, please sir, could you? And they immediately get hostile and antagonistic. And it's like the same song playing through each one of these guys' brains. And what am I supposed to do? Okay, so you might say, Josh, who really cares? Like, fucking he's throwing water in the... It starts with something like that. Okay, there's some fucking gnarly and terrible ass things that have occurred with shit just like that. Someone just throwing water away. Like, how, you don't know who's watching you. Some people would say, oh, like, they see someone wasting water and it's just like, man, I guess all people are like this. I'm not gonna have someone doing that type of shit around me. Okay, California just got out of a drought, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, when did we have our drought? That was like, what, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? I don't remember. But hey dude. Like, it's absurd. And with the way things are going, you think that it's not possible that the water will get shut off? Okay, people are being really stupid. Like, really, really, really stupid. I just watched a video on Vice News. Apparently they're leading protests about having to stay home for the coronavirus or the economic shutdown. And one of the leaders of the protest, he said, I remember the first thing he said, but the second thing he said was, first thing he says, we don't believe in science. And the second thing is, we don't believe in your family's right to be healthy. Do you understand how fucking insane that is? He said, we don't believe in your family's right to be healthy. Okay? So, when people have gone that far, off script, so to speak, when people have just decided that they're no longer going to believe in reality, they're no longer going to support the basic things that hold society together. I mean, they're literally protesting an economic shutdown, okay, which is literally, they believe that someone has no concern for them, and they're saying, we don't feel any concern for anyone else, and we're upset that you don't feel any concern for us. It is so fucking stupid. I don't know what to do. Or maybe I do know what to do. and I would like to. I'm wondering, am I completely impotent in my ability to do something about this? What are my responsibilities towards this situation? What kind of steps should I take to make sure that these types of poor attitudes not get out of hand? A man who will come and just pour water down the drain for no fucking reason at all. I don't care what reason he says, because he gives a different reason to every person who asks him, especially in Santa Monica. Santa Monica has been very good, and I remember when that drought was going on, they were very good about using water efficiently. I mean, they had signs everywhere, just, light use of water. And I think that's a good idea. It's a good habit to have, even when there's no drought, to be, conservative in your use of water. Okay? Where do these people come from who are so ungrateful? Why are they so ungrateful? Okay? They tell me I need to take a bath. Of course I know I need to take a bath. You think I don't know that? But why do they always say bath? They never say shower. They don't say you need to take a shower. They say you need to take a bath. Bath. I'm tired of this fucking shit. You understand? There's going to come a point where there will be no more warnings. There will be no more warnings. There's not going to be some guy like me sitting here to see you do something stupid and come around and do the same thing that I always do and say, oh, you're not going to forget. I do the same thing every time. I say, oh, you shouldn't do this and you're not going to forget today. How many fights do I need? People are constantly arguing with me. Why? Okay, you saw my last video, right? I mean, what was that about? Was I an idiot in that video? If so, comment down below and let me know. I do not mind people telling me that I'm an idiot or that I'm an asshole. Okay, I'd like to know. Because if I am, then I'd like to start doing behavior. I would like to start correcting that behavior. If I am actually an asshole and I do not have good perspective, okay, if my perspective is incorrect, good afternoon. If my perspective is incorrect, if my logic isn't sound, if my logic is incorrect and produces results which are a detriment ultimately to my sense of well-being, then they need to be corrected. Okay, I'm not the type of person who is unwilling to look at himself honestly. I am very willing to examine my life honestly. But you can't just immediately get upset and antagonistic because someone told you not to do something. Okay, that type of attitude, that's for children, that's babies. Okay, people who have no self-control. Okay, if you're going to say that you want to, if you say you want the gifts and the authority that comes along with being an adult, then guess what? You gotta start acting like an adult. Normally this would not be so bothersome. I would just be inside, drinking beers, watching television. But these guys, they won't stop. And I'm telling you, it's not even them so much that I'm so concerned about. There are people who actually care about these people. Okay, there are people who really, genuinely care about these fucking idiots. Okay, that's the only reason why I'm even able to say anything. If nobody cared about these guys, I couldn't say anything. Okay, I am simply communicating to them that somebody cares about them and they're being fucking stupid. See, nobody cares about me, and that's why nobody ever comes around and tells me when I'm doing something stupid. You understand? Nobody, of course, I'm not fucking pouring water down the drain, but goddamn, if these people lose their lives, or their health, or their sanity, or something else that's crucially important to them, okay, that's not just going to affect them, it's going to affect the people who care about them. And if those people go into a spiral, and it just goes on and on and on. So I do what I can when I know that somebody is deeply loved and cared about. I just simply try to say, okay, and I'm trying to communicate to them that someone cares about them and that they are doing things that are going to ultimately be to their detriment. But these guys, they never want to listen. They never want to listen. They're hard-headed, stubborn. And frankly, like, I guess I don't really care anymore. I mean, if they just want to keep playing this game, like, just let them have it. Guy wants to waste water, wants to throw water down the drain. Honestly, what do you think is going to happen to him? Honestly, water is a limited resource. Drinking water, drinkable, usable, clean water is a limited resource. Just because we have an entire ocean or many oceans of water does not mean that we will be able to use that water. I'm very tired of insanity. I'm very tired of people who don't care about their mental health, who don't care about their emotional health. I don't want to be anywhere near these people. So what do? And even now, like, I wanted to oh, you know what I should have done? I should have recorded him. That's what I should have done. Okay. Next time he comes around, I'll record him. Because, you know, I hadn't thought about this. Because this crazy shit happens all the time, and I just react. But, you know, now that I'm thinking, I'll get it on tape. And then what? And then I don't have to worry. Because the only reason why I'm saying it is because it's like, I need to make sure that people don't forget how fucking stupid this shit is. Like it's just inherently stupid. And I'm not saying, like, critically, okay? I'm not saying this like as like, oh, you know, I'm not saying like in a judgment. I'm not saying, oh, fucking, you know, this guy, you know, like being mean. I'm saying, like, clinically, like these, you know, like medically speaking, this is very like unintelligent behavior. I mean, like, if I were to go to a doctor and the doctor gave me back a diagnosis, well, what's the score, doc? Like, well, we've run various tests, and the tests have come back. You're stupid. You are clinically stupid, and so we're gonna see if we can write up some programs to get you back on the right track. And once more, I'm only saying this, like, I'm not like trying to like talk shit. This is very frustrating, and I have to have some type of way to process this, to compartmentalize it. Okay, I can't fucking sit around and write poetry to make myself feel better. You know, I don't want to go to a psychiatrist or psychologist. I mean, what do I say? Oh, doctor, I saw some behavior that I didn't like. Okay, well, fucking turn away from it. That's all you gotta do. Well, where am I gonna turn? Everywhere I look, like every single angle, there's like some asshole doing something to ruin not only because the water is shared. Okay, it's not just his water, it's my water too. It's a shared resource. That's why I have to do something. Okay? If it was just like, if he was like spilling his own blood, like, and not like in some type of you know, suicidal manner, but if somehow like blood was a resource and he was just like spilling it all over the street, like, well, whatever, you know. I mean, there's only so much that I could do. I wouldn't want him to hurt himself. But anyone who does that type of thing, like, I'm not going to stand in the way anymore. You understand? There are a lot of people, like, that they don't see the connection. Okay, and I fucking told him, I said, you know why I know that, like, this is going to end up being a bad thing for you? Do you know what tells me that you are wrong about this? Geometry. That's what I said. Geometry, okay? Geometry tells me that this is going to end bad for you if you keep wasting water like this. I mean, you're already up there, okay? You're already, like, there's no like, I've caught this guy, what, 1, 2, 3, I think this is the 4th time. I don't mean caught, but I mean, and during the fucking pandemic too, like, there's a fucking virus going on, and this guy's just like who are these people? That's what I want to know. Who are these people? Like, where do they come from? Where do these people come from? Like, how do they survive this far in life? Because you would think, like, this type of behavior, anybody who is capable of these types of behaviors, life would have wiped them out already. Wouldn't have let them get this far. Guess I need some more clues. Need some more clues.